Marvelous Monday. So by now you should be working on your capturing kids' hearts, social contracts. And I understand that there were some people who just really needed some guidance through this process. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve today, August the 22nd, here in my second period class. So we have discussed some agreement rules, and I'm just gonna take what we did from our agreement rules, and we started this process on Friday. One of the things that the kids agreed to was being kind. So I actually had a group to come up and say that they were being kind. So as the group comes up, you record what's being said, or you can actually assign someone to write this. I like to use my own handwriting because everyone can read it. So being kind was one. Another was being respectful. Now let's be clear. When you call up group one to do this, they're the ones who's gonna give you the words or the agreement words, okay? So group one would be the ones who give you the agreement words. So be kind was one, respectful was another, having a positive attitude, always listen, respond appropriately to others, and I'm just gonna say respond appropriately. I know you all said do your work. Everyone can do work, but do we need to do it with some type of expectation?
Yes.
How could we make that a little better? What else could we say about doing work? Now, we can do work, but do your work correctly. Could we be a little bit more specific with that? I like that. You have an idea? Okay, do we want to do it with some kind of measurable goal? How can we measure that? Can we do it with 80% accuracy, 90% accuracy, 100% accuracy? You see what I'm saying? I can measure that. You can actually get a grade on this doing. So what goal can we set that we can all achieve? I know that, but okay, what's considered a good grade? An 80, a 90, 100?
90, because that's an A.
So do you want to set a goal doing it with a 90% accuracy?
Yeah.
If you agree to that, everyone give me a hand. Give me a thumbs up. Y'all want to set a 90% goal accuracy? You didn't raise your hand. Why? You like that? You want to change it? You have a word in this. You have a say. Do you want to change it to 80%? Is 80% more comfortable for everyone? Because 80 is okay. 100.
100.
So if you want 80%, raise your hand. You do all your work with 80% accuracy. Is that comfortable? Is that obtainable? Can you reach that goal? You see what I'm saying? Now, as the year goes, if we want to change that accuracy number to 90% or 100%, why? By all means, let's do it. But let's start with 80, and then we can work our way up. Y'all want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Complete all work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
With, I'm going to put the word 80% in red, because that is really a great goal. 80% accuracy. Okay. I love it. So once group 1 comes in and they have communicated what most people were saying in the group, then other groups will come after them, and what you'll find out is that most groups are saying the same thing. So as group 2 comes up, of course, being kind was on their list. So we're going to give it a check, okay, because they mentioned being kind. Respectful came up again. Being positive came up again. Being a good listener came up again. Respond appropriately to others came up again. So group 2 was in agreement with most of these items, complete all with 80% accuracy. That was just group 1 being over the top. No one else said that in group 2. So you don't check that. Group 3, another person did say, or excuse me, another group did say that they wanted to be kind. They wanted to be respectful. Listening came up again. Being appropriate came up again. And the 4th group, which is the last group, they did not mention being kind. It was something else. They said be friendly, which comes close to being kind, so we gave that a check there too, okay? Respectful came up in every group. Most people are agreeing that it's important to be respectful, not only to the teacher, but to the peers and anyone else who comes in the classroom. Having a positive attitude also came up again. Being a great listener, being positive, responding appropriately came up again. Complete all work with accuracy was a standalone, but it was important enough for the group to agree that they wanted to have this as a classroom expectation. So, if everyone agrees with these expectations, that means that you're going to do this. This is your social contract. Your voice was a part of it. You have agreed to being kind in this classroom and everyone there, everywhere else. Now, just because we developed these in the classroom, when I see you in the hallway, I expect you to still be doing these things, okay? So it's important to be respectful. We're not going to entertain foolishness. It's important to have a positive attitude. Always listening, responding appropriately. Just because he made that noise, do we need to respond to it? Because it takes away from what we're trying to do. It is best to ignore foolishness. That's the best response to that. Because the whole point in him doing that was to get your attention and get you to respond by laughing. And guess what? When you do that, you just took away something from your friend over here who was trying to listen to Miss Wafer. That's why it's important to make sure you're doing things appropriately. And the last one, we have agreed in this class, and I am going to hold y'all to this, that everything we do, all assignments, you have agreed to do it at 80% or better. I love it. Okay, if everyone agrees to this, you are going to come up here and individually sign your name on here. But before we do that, we have agreed on a group name for this class, right?
Yes.
What was the group name again?
Legend.
The Legends. So we're gonna add the Legends. The second period group are called the Legends. I love it. Now that is awesome. You all are my legends, and guess what? I am going to sign my name to this contract first, saying that Ms. Wafer agrees to your social contract, and I will also be held responsible for doing these things to you. Okay? Now, my goal as far as making sure that you all are able to perform all your tasks and assignments at 80% or better. That means I have to teach to that level so that you can. So that's my commitment to you, is to teach on a level where you're able to achieve 8% or better. So if you would, and we'll start right here in the middle. Come sign your name to the contract saying that you agree to these terms. Each person in the classroom will individually sign the contract, and once they sign it, then that is what you use daily to remind them, look, you said you will be kind. And that's how you just touch back to your social contract occasionally and letting students know, look here, you are an author of this social contract, and because you signed your name, you have agreed to these expectations. Again, if you need additional questions, be more than happy to come to my classroom and see what's going on, or just send me a friendly email and I will be more than happy to come see you individually. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing your contracts. Bye-bye.